are gearing up in the Bender Kitchen for the 15th annual Flavors of Connecticut event with chef and owner of Leon's restaurant, Eddie Varipapa. Great to have you back here on the show.
Always a pleasure.
So this is a huge event. If you are a foodie, you probably don't want to miss out on this.
You know, there's events, there's galas, but I tell you the truth, the American Liver Foundation, it's over the top.
Yeah.
If you're a true foodie and you want to experience a really tremendous food event, and that's something that's really worthwhile.
Right.
I mean, everything that's raised goes to the research, education, and advocacy of the American Liver Foundation. So it's an opportunity, if you're a foodie, to really experience some of the top chefs in Connecticut. They cook directly in front of their table of 12 people, and they showcase some of their best dishes. So it's elevated on all levels.
That's fantastic.
Tremendous.
So you buy a ticket, you don't really know what you're going to be eating that night yet.
You don't know what you're eating. You don't know what chef you're getting. So it's kind of it's a really unique experience. And we've tried a couple different ways, and this has always been the most successful. And this is the way we run the event.
And it's a great location. It's going to be at the Aqua Turf, which is so easy to get to over in Southington. Tickets still available?
Tickets are still available. The website's very easy. It's goliverfoundation.org.
Okay.
So you can go right to the website, get some details on it.
And you've been doing this for 8 years now, right? You're the chairman this year.
This is my 8th year participating at Flavors, and
what are we
very
making?
humble to say that I'm the chair this year. I wanted to keep the dish seasonal.
Sure.
Of course. And that's what my menu is going to be based on. It's a 5-course meal. So early this morning, I made some leek and ricotta gnocchi. They're very light. I have fresh morels that came out of Kansas, fresh fava beans. So I'm going to start off very simply. I put my gnocchi in earlier just to get it started. I'm going to start off with a little bit of butter.
Okay. How early were you making these gnocchis this morning?
5:30. You're up at 3, so I can't get up at 5:30.
It's true, but all right, so a little butter in the pan.
I start with a little bit of butter in the pan. Just going to melt that down. As soon as that starts going, my gnocchi is going to cook about 5 minutes. Well, the gnocchi, it's very simple recipe. I have it up online. It's basically your ricotta, a little bit of grated cheese, a little bit of flour. I take my leeks, I finely dice them, I just blanch them to soften them, and I mix it all in.
Little bits of heaven, I like.
A little bits of heaven,
right?
exactly.
So where did these mushrooms you said came from? Kansas?
These are from Kansas.
Okay.
Morels, I mean, are my favorite, without a doubt. They're picking them early now, right around you usually get to see them around the 4th week of March, but they've been running since the 2nd week of March because we had such a mild winter.
I see.
So it's a tremendous opportunity that we're able to get them now. So what I do is I'm just going to take the butter, I'm going to lightly brown the butter and also soften up the morels. The fava beans, I blanch them off and I shell them. So I'm going to add the fava beans, and I also have some fresh sage from my garden. So I'll put the sage in. Okay. So it's a very, very simple dish.
And it's starting to smell delightful.
You know, butter and mushrooms.
Yeah, how does it not?
So it's a very quick dish. I mean, from start to finish, even making the gnocchi, you know, I like after I make the mixture, I like to sit for an hour to firm up a little bit. Then I'll roll it out and cut it. And you'll see it; they're ununiform, but I kind of like that. It's got that rustic look and it's got that whole feel.
Shapes.
Yeah, I like that. You know.
So our buddy Keith Kuntz is a regular at your restaurant, huh?
Yeah, I got the funny look today when I didn't come in with the gypsy chicken. He's like, "You have a gnocchi?" I'm like, "Yeah, gnocchi, but it's all good."
You'll like him, Keith. We promise.
Exactly. So I'm gonna let that cook just for a few minutes. I'll hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. And I'm not going to go too heavy with herbs because I want the dish to speak for itself. So you really want to taste the mushrooms, you want to taste the fava beans, and you want to be able to taste the leeks and the ricotta. So I'm not going to go too heavy with a typical dish, with typical Southern Italian dish with the parsley, the basil, all that stuff. I'm going to keep it fairly simple.
Fantastic. So we can still buy our tickets, and again, all the proceeds are helping out the Liver Foundation.
Absolutely.
And they have a lot of support for people.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous support for people. The event is incredible. I mean, it's an opportunity to really showcase the restaurant. They really put the chef out front, so it really is a wonderful opportunity. Once the gnocchi start to float,
they're done?
They're done.
Okay.
And they cook, it takes about 4.5 to 5 minutes. And you don't want to kill your mushrooms. You don't want to kill them where you're not going to see them. I like to keep them a little bit on the firmer side. And the fact that the fava beans are already blanched off, it makes it a much faster dish.
Okay. Now, are you going to be responsible for making a dessert also?
It's 5 courses.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll do the dessert as well.
Got it.
Yeah. So
I have a hunch people are really going to be excited if they get your table, Chef, right?
it's usually pretty good. It's usually a pretty good table. And at the very end, just to bring the whole dish together, I like to add a little extra butter at the very end.
Why not?
Why not? It's good for us, right?
Says you. Well, that looks fantastic. And really so simple. I feel like I could probably handle this.
Very, very simple dish. And don't be afraid. I mean, you got a little bit of starch in that water, so it'll bring this dish together very nicely.
And you'll serve it with a little Parmesan?
And I serve with a little bit of Parmesan. So and I don't like grated Parmesan. I like to grate it myself. And I'll put it right into the dish like this.
Oh, and my lunch is all set. Thank you.
So you're basically set.
Looks fantastic. And give us that website so we can find tickets.
It's goliverfoundation.org. And that's where you can find tickets, you can find information about the event, and my menu will be up on my website, which is leonsrestaurant.com as well.
Very good.
And basically, lunch is served.
I love it. Rye, maybe we'll save you some? I don't know, maybe.
That looks so darn good over there. Excellent job over there in the Bender kitchen today, guys.